Here comes the, here comes the, here comes the. Y'all don't really want it like that. Yeah. Here comes the, no. Here comes the, oh. Here comes the. Y'all don't really want it like that. Yeah. Here comes the, no. Here comes the, oh. Here comes the. Y'all don't really want it now.
What's up, everybody? Double O Gaming here with the latest and greatest videos, and today for you guys we have some RCT3 with some more River Valley. And today's video we are finishing up the log flume, getting it ready for POV, and as well as that we're building a restaurant. And this restaurant, I'm gonna have to think of the name in the next video. Actually, I think very soon. Actually, we're gonna do another live cam, but that is after we get the next video out, as well as the POV. But, yeah, right now, though, what we're doing is we're putting up this, great little deck thing, which is going to be your little view over the log flume. And right now, all it is just a beautiful deck. I actually screwed up with that little stair thing, but then I thought it would be cool, so I kind of put it there. Realized that it was very horrible of an idea and got rid of it. And what we're doing right now is we realized that, like, having it that wide just makes it look very bad. Having it with these three, though, make it look a lot better than with all five of them. So, yeah. My bad. And now we're trying to look for things for this restaurant, though. We're trying to look for flooring for it, and we decided to go for this fun little flooring here, as I feel like it really fit the theme of the restaurant. Now, I was kind of getting an outline of what this would look like, and then I started cutting out little spaces, just little tiny spaces in between. Before we get into that, we also first have to put out the food that we're having. And as you can see, we have a little steakhouse thing over there, and then, of course, we're going to have our root beer stand right next to it. At first, we did do a soda thing. We're like, no, that looks horrible. That is just terrible. But we will be getting rid of that, though, so then we can put in the thing that we were going to put in there. So, there is that. Right now, what you're seeing us do is basically we are, like I was saying earlier, we're cutting in these little holes, trying to fix things. And then we put some back, though, so then we can, how do I put this? Putting them back so then we can get these in different areas, and then it can like look good together. But that's kind of why you see all the space. And then we're trying to see what seats we want. We go with these wagon wheels one, as it kind of fits a theme for a steakhouse, I guess. So yeah. Basically, yeah, we're just doing that. We're putting the seats around, so it kind of looks like seating there. And I guess you can use your mind and believe those are tables in them. But like I said in my first video, each place of eating establishment isn't just going to be that little thing that they give you, a little shop, place it down, that's it. I'm putting a lot of theming in this, a lot of scenery, and yeah, with all of that, it should look really good, and that's kind of my goal. Yeah, so, we do have all this that is in there, and it's supposed to kind of give this weird feel for the restaurant, and I think it fulfills its task, basically. So right now what we're doing is we are putting all of these around it, and what I mean by that is I'm just going to be using these little 1/3 pieces, and that is because what I'm going to do now is, crap, what am I doing? Yeah, I realized that I actually screwed up though, because I meant to put all these on the inside, and yeah, oops, my bad. So right now what we're doing is we are redoing the wall things, but before we do that, I forgot we also got to put in our trash cans. But now we're going to do the walls, and we're going to retry them, and this time it's going to be enclosed in the restaurant instead of outside of it, because that kind of made them look very weird, so we are fixing that. And now we're putting some on top of where they are, and that's basically because we're going to put some windows over there, and those windows are going to look really, really nice near the end of this. And, yeah, I mean, all of these buildings, I think, look really nice near the end, but, yeah, that one in particular just looks pretty great. And now what you're seeing us do is we're putting a little window in the back one, and that's because, right now, by putting this window in here, if you actually take the time to look at it, once we get all this up, stuff, if you go to look, it actually looks pretty cool inside, so yeah, and we'll see more of that whenever we do our live cam in the next 2 or 3 videos. But now we're putting in these windows, of course, so it kind of gets that feel, and so you can kind of see cool things, and I think that is amazing to always have something like that in your park. Right now, we are going on to roofing, and at first I had this cool idea, and like this super unique thing. Then I realized that it really wasn't gonna work. Like, there was no way that it was actually ever gonna work. So yeah, that kind of came into my mind very quickly. But right now, how to put this? Things happened. And what I mean by that is a lot of the roofing in here was just kind of a pain in the butt. Kind of took forever, so I had to redo a lot of things, and after all, I kind of just scrapped it. So you're kind of seeing me trying to think of ways to make this work, and it really just does not work. In fact, I actually do take a break from this after a little bit, but we are trying our hardest to try to make some of this work. It just does not. But now we're moving up onto the other side for the unique kind of look for this building that I was going for. And I'm using different kind of shapes for the roof, so it kind of has its own fun design. And having a fun design is pretty fun, if it wasn't clear enough. But we're basically just putting in all of this now, kind of building up on top of all of it, and trying to get this to equal kind of its height. And I guess it does, kinda. But it still was not kind of what we wanted. So, like I said, we're gonna actually end up scrapping all of it, but we are gonna try to get some of this build in first. So then there's at least something here. And yeah, right now we're just kind of coming around here and fixing up all the stuff around here, and it kind of just goes where it goes, I guess. But basically, yeah, we got rid of it because it was just not looking good, and I did not really feel like having to keep dealing with it. But I do actually have the time to put up these roofs in here, and it's just like, no matter what, it's just not going to look like it's going to be perfectly together, so I guess that would work right there. And right now what we're doing is we're working outside of this for a second, so we can make how to say this? It's a fun little pond, just some sort of scenery that just fits and has a little bit of fun with everything. And I think this little pond is gonna be pretty good. It will fit very well. And we're gonna be using a lot of scenery pieces to make it look like a pond and not like a neatly kept little fountain. So we are going to put a lot of things in here that kind of fits that. I'm trying to think of what I want inside of this. I'm thinking, yeah, maybe something big, maybe something small, and after a while I was just like, no, we should just go with something normal. So we kind of go through. After a while of choosing, I finally just decide to do basically what anyone would have done. I put in a fountain. You'll see me going through here, and like I have a bunch of choices, and I'm thinking, maybe this dolphin one. I'm just gonna stick with this one right here. It looks pretty good. And now we're going to bushes, and we're putting bushes all around this, so then it looks kind of mossy all over the place. And then again, the same thing up there, and it also kind of has the grass feel again, which is always great. As well as that, we are putting some of these trees, sinking them down to make them look like little things. I'm not really sure, but something nice. After that, though, we are kind of just thinking of what else to add, and we kind of just, I don't know, kind of skip that, and we're going to come back to that, but now we're going to finish up the rest of this, and and that should be good. Basically, yeah, all we're doing is we're putting up these walls. It's kind of got a huge open gap in there, and I really am hoping that maybe in the next video I can find a way to fix that, make it look better, but until then, it's kind of just there. Right now we're putting up the final little pieces on this building, getting it ready for everything, and then we're, again, doing kind of a cover on that, and yeah, that's basically that building. Actually, I just realized, no, it's not, because we're going to add something else to it in a sec. But I'm thinking about what I want to add. Oh, just trying to get into the idea. And I finally realized I'm going to add, like, one of those things in the front, that kind of just, like, protects you. You'll understand this in a sec. Basically, we're going over to the roofing, and we're looking around for it. And we decide that we need something that's going to be just pretty good. And we realize that this one actually just looks nice right there. Plus, it kind of makes it safer, or not safer, but kind of hides the thing about there, like, not being any doors for it, and that it's all open. So, I mean, it makes it less noticeable, but the fact that I actually also wanted that to not have doors in it, and it still looks good above, and I don't know, it looks great. I like it like that, so, yeah. We're thinking about like putting things around here. We're like, no, we're not gonna do that. No, we're not. But we actually skipped ahead. I had to cut a little bit of the video out, but we're basically putting something around where our platform is for the ride, and it's gonna be the ending part of the log flume. And this is just like a final little scene before you go over to the station and end. And yeah, all we're doing is putting some walls around here, putting a little bit of texture, and kind of have a little bit of flooring inside, making it look nice and pretty. And like that's the main thing right there. Like it's gotta look good. And right now we're grabbing those little pieces again to kind of put around and to cover and everything. And like, yeah, it does look nice. And I like it when things like that look nice. And yeah, I was like actually a little upset that we couldn't put anything over there, and I was like, ugh, that's annoying. Really can't take that because that's just like super annoying. But we do actually put some things around it and make it look good. Yeah, there is that, of course. Now we're covering the rest of it up, and we decide that we're gonna put some things underneath here. It works on that side. It works on the other side after a few tries. And yeah, because it does take a few tries to do this, but after a few tries, we do get it. And finally, we placed it down. We tried to put one in the middle. For some reason, that did not work, and we did not know why. Or I didn't know why. So, yeah, forever that will be kind of open. But I guess, like, it's kind of hard to notice on the ride. Unless I had pointed it out, you probably wouldn't have noticed. So, yeah, there is that. But now we're trying to think of something to add to this, so then there's, like, more to it. We decided we're going to add this little thing where this guy's on the little piece of wood, and he's going to, like, do some lassoing. We decided to put hotel next to it, only because then it would look like nice. So there's that. And yeah, that's basically all for the video. Well, or at least for this part. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't already, as this really helps out the channel. Also, hit that notification bell so you can see the latest and greatest videos as soon as they come out. Also, comment what you want to see next. Anyways, back to the video. We're trying to think of cool things to put on here, and we're like, alright, so I think we're just gonna, like, do the rock thing down and put something up here. And, yeah, I realized that it looks weird, but it does kind of work, I guess. Anyways, that's the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. This is Double O Gaming, signing off.